Hello everybody and welcome finally to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. This has been a long time coming. It was the middle of May 2013 when I first announced I was going to be doing a Let's Play of this game. It's taken me a very long time to get around to doing it, but I'm finally starting on the New Year's. This is going to be a very long Let's Play, I hope. It could be disastrous, you never know, but I've got a good feeling. Anyway, we're going to start a single player. Now, people did make requests. I took into account requests on the old one and the new one. I had two people say starting my own dynasty would be a very good idea. I had one request for Ireland, one request for Cornwall, one request for France, and one request for the Holy Roman Empire. Well, I'm going to be starting in the early Middle Ages. I'm going to start very early. Start the earliest I can to make for a longer Let's Play. Go to custom game setup. I'm going to go to the independent realms. I'm hoping most of you know most about this game, or some things about this game, but I'll sure go on a little bit. Here's all the different cultures: Irish, Anglo-Saxon, Visigoth, German, Frankish, Polish, Mordvin, Bulgar, Cuman, Turkish, Persian, Afghan, so on and so forth. There's loads. We've got the religions, so on and so forth, and we've got our kings, our dukes, our counts, our independent realms. Now I'm thinking of starting on Newbie Island in Ireland. Cornwall was a tempting idea, but I don't want to start as a king. I want to start as an earl, the lowest rank you can really start as. I've got all the DLC on. I've got the Sword of Islam, I've got the Legacy of Rome, I've got the Sunset Invasion. A lot of people do turn off the Sunset Invasion because they feel it breaks the historical accuracy of the game, but I find it very enjoyable. I've got the Republic, the Old Gods, the Sons of Abraham, the Rajas of India, the Charlemagne DLC, which Brendan Pendergast got me, thank you very much, and the Way of Life, which I couldn't remember in my Q&A about 20 minutes ago. I've got all the DLC on. The only couple of DLCs are the units and packs, the shields and clothing. That's it, yes. Clothing, and shields and units. So, got most of it. I'm going to be concentrating on this area for now, and I'm thinking of starting here, right in the corner, and taking over Ireland. But I'm going to go to Ruler Designer and create my own ruler. Now, one thing about Ireland, I have had a little bit of practice. Ireland now starts off as a tribe, as opposed to a feudal kingdom. So, I'm going to have to do things differently to how I would normally do them. So, Ruler Designer. Let's think. Blue eyes I like. Nose, that's not too bad. Let's get rid of that beard, shall we? Let's have, looks like a little bit of stubble. Hair colour and hairstyle I want to change. That hair will do. Hair colour. That colour I think. Maybe a dark red. Let's just do a bright red, why not? Chin. I don't like his chin. It's too small. Chin one will do. Neck is a bit too wide. Have a thin neck. Cheeks. That'll do. Ears, they're okay. He looks a bit gormless, but oh well. He's going to be Irish. He's going to be male. Let's go to our coat of arms. I do like making my own coat of arms. So what I'm going to do is have maybe... Let's think. What could I have? That's pretty good. Have an emblem. I do like that emblem there, actually. I'm going to have the colours blue-red with a black bird. Let's see what other... There's 158 to go through, so let's see if we can find this better, maybe. That's not bad, actually. Let's think. Green... black. Purple... dark red, blood red with purple, orange, A dark green with a blood red background maybe. That's a nice colour with the bird on top. Let's check the other emblems quickly, see if there's anything better. That's not bad actually. We can't change the emblem colour, can we? No. Anything better? I'm kind of torn then between this bird and that cross. So I'm thinking I need to change this red colour then for pale blue or turquoise. It's a nice colour. I think that's a nice coat of arms. We'll keep that. And now we're going to go to attributes. Now, here is going to be our character. We have diplomacy, martial, stewardship, intrigue, and learning, all at 5. Actually, that's got 6 because we got a point from amateurist plotter. But I'm going to choose, first of all, a brilliant strategist. This is going to give me 9 martial, 2 intrigue, 2 stewardship, -1 learning, plus 0.5 health, and 1 personal combat skill. So I'm going to choose that. And now we want to add some traits. Well, the first thing I like to do is add genius, and then I like to add strong. Now you can see that's got my age at 103, maximum 50, and I like to get it as low as possible so we can live longer. So I'm going to get wounded, since I have so much health now due to genius. This adds 5 to everything, and 1 to personal combat skill, and plus 5 to vassal opinion. And then strong, 2 martial, 1 diplomacy, plus 10% fertility, plus 2 health, personal combat skill plus 2, attraction opinion plus 10, vassal opinion plus 10, tribal opinion plus 20. So I'm going to get wounded. Should heal given time. Drunkard, no. Let's see. What could I get? I don't like these. These are genetic traits. Genetic traits with the heart around them. There's a chance it can pass on to your children. Attractive is not a bad one to get, but it's not the best. Now, hedonist used to have a negative modifier, but now it's got a positive. So that's no longer that great to get. So we need to choose some negatives. For example, lustful. Monthly piety minus 0.25, but plus 1 to intrigue, plus 20% fertility, and Christian church opinion minus 10. I'm going to choose that for now. Gluttonous. Stewardship will go down. Church opinion will go down. Attraction opinion will go down, and same trait opinion goes up. I'm going to choose that. There's always a chance we can get rid of that and get temperate instead. All the sins, there's a chance you can change them. Slothful. That would take 1 off everything, and a vassal opinion minus 10. But that will take off 15 years off my age. So that's something definitely to consider. Yes, I'm going to get slothful. Can always change that later, hopefully. Deceitful. I will lose some diplomacy. But at the moment I'm more concerned about martial and intrigue. So I'm going to get deceitful. Craven. Martial goes down by 2. Personal combat skill goes down by 1. Moral defense goes down by 20%, and vassal opinion goes down by 5. That's not the greatest. Shy. Diplomacy goes down. Arbitrary. I don't really like getting this one. I really like ambitious. Arbitrary is the opposite of just. So what's the opposite of content? Just is a good one to get, but arbitrary, it's not too bad. Cynical. I will lose piety. I'll gain intrigue. Church opinion goes down. Same trait opinion plus 10. Opposite trait opinion minus 10. Trusting. Intrigue goes down by 2. Diplomacy goes up by 1. Cruel. Intrigue goes up by 1. Diplomacy goes down by 1. Moral damage goes up by 10. Vassal opinion minus 10. There's always a chance we can change these later as well. We've got all these here as well. That's not bad. They don't cost anything. So I might get all of them if I can. Maybe I can only choose 1. Trickster. Mold damage goes up, but defense goes down. Organizer, movement speed and retreat. Aggressive leader. Quite a few which are free. Master schemer. Intrigue +3, same trait opinion and -10. I'm at age 37 at the moment. Pursuit and damage goes up, but defense goes down. I think I might have to get Craven. That puts me at 20. I could get Shy. And now I'm at age 18. I've got lots of negatives, but hopefully I can change them out. I've got lots of negatives. People aren't going to really like me that much. For example, lustful, lowers church opinion, lowers opinion, lowers opinion, opposite trait opinion, vassal opinion, opposite trait opinion, vassal opinion. And my moral defense will go down, but hopefully I can get rid of Craven and get Brave later. I like to live as long as possible because they get the long leadership bonus. Master Schemer. My intrigue will go up by 3, and my same trait opinion will go down by 10. If I get that, if I get the Master Schemer trait, then I'll start at the age of 16, the youngest you can start at. I can't really see. We've got aggressive leader, and then I could maybe get 10 points worth, so I could get patient and something else. That's not a bad idea. Got trickster. You know, you can get all these here. More damage goes up, defense goes down. So if I'm being attacked, it's not very good. But if I'm doing the attacking, it works out. So we could get proud, but counter it with trickster. I might be building an overpowered champion, but it's only going to be the first champion. Well, not champion, ruler. Let's see. Ooh, I can only have the one trait, can I? Okay, let's remove trickster then. We're going to get aggressive leader. We're going to remove proud. We've got 10 points to work with. Let's see. What could we get? We could get charitable. Diplomacy would go up. Church opinion would go up. Same trait opinion would go up, but opposite trait opinion would go down. And then we could get wrath. Martial will go up. We could also get envious. We could get patient. I think we're going to get patient, actually. But you know, I think ambitious would be a good one to get. I do like ambitious. Yes. We're going to get ambitious. We're also going to have wrath. And envious. I think I do. Any more will be a negative. Yes, so we can remove that one. So we start at age 16. We've got all these negatives and positive. I think ambitious is a very good one to get. +2 to every trait. Same trait opinion is -5. Ambition opinion at -50. So anyone that's ambitious will not like me. But I'm going to start off with 6 diplomacy, 22 martial, 9 stewardship, 22 intrigue, and 9 learning. And I'm going to get choices which only improve that. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to finish. So here we are. Oops, one thing I want to do actually, if I go to ruler designer quickly, I want to change my first name to Jimbo. And the dynasty is going to be, what do you think it's going to be? Do you know? It's going to be Spike. So I'm going to be Jimbo Spike, Jimbo of the Spike Dynasty. Going to finish that. Earl Jimbo of Demons Humine. That's going to change to Dynasty, I believe, later. once we get past a certain age. It's done a seed in the 1066 start, I know that. Anyway, maybe that's the original ruler. Anyway, we're going to start our game now. So play. And let's begin, shall we? Adapting the history. Now everything up until this moment is historically accurate, but now it's all out the window. Here's where we get our messengers, and high priority messages and low priority messages. The previous owner of this place has arrived at my court. Now, first of all, I want to go to, where is it? Category configuration. I want message rules. Nope. Court. Steward idle. No humans in multiplayer. No disabled alerts. Okay. Let's just turn off our court. Okay. Now, first of all, I want to go to my council. I have my council members here. And I want to appoint people for the roles of Chancellor, Marshal, Steward, Spymaster, and Court Chaplain. So, we're going to appoint Conaf, who is Irish. He's one of our courtiers. He has a nice amount in diplomacy, so we're going to appoint you as our Chancellor. Our Marshal is going to be Fergal. I'm going to appoint you. These people don't like me at the moment, unfortunately. You don't like me either, and you're going to like me even more because I'm going to fire you from the council. Or maybe not. No one's better at the moment. That's fine then. Spymaster is going to be Dunlane. And our Court Chaplain is going to be Murguthren. Only person who does like me is Bressal. But hopefully we can change our traits soon to change people's opinion of us. Now, our Chancellor, I'm going to send you to fabricate a claim. Now basically, in this game, you cannot attack people unless you have a claim, a casus belli, on their territory. So, our Chancellor, for example, can improve diplomatic relations, and that's a chance yearly. For example, this guy improved relations with Lord by 28.85% yearly, and sabotage relationships with Lord 5.19% yearly. But we want to fabricate a claim. There are the chances. And sow dissent as well. That's good for getting a kingdom to fall apart. But I'm going to fabricate a claim on... Actually, before I want to do that, so I'm going to send you just here now. I do want to change that, but I can always change that later. We want our Marshal. He can suppress revolts, but that's not a problem at the moment. You can also increase our arrestor chance. We can train troops, is what I'm going to want to do. Increase our levy size and our levy reinforcement rate. And we're going to do that in Desmond. And we can also organise a raid. And there's a 14.24% chance yearly. But getting this is a flat bonus straight away. Our stewards, we can settle a tribe. Assign your steward to settle members of your tribe in the country, increasing the chance that its culture will change to Irish. Well, I can't really do that now because it's only on land I own. Oversee construction. That'll increase the build time. Well, decrease the build time, sorry. There is a, meets a master builder. There's a 2.5% chance yearly, and construction sabotaged. 10% chance every year, and build legend. Have your steward build your legend among the people, increasing your prestige and possibly even raising some eager warriors. If you do not use these troops and go to war, they will get angry at you and you'll lose prestige. That's not a good thing. So I'm going to just oversee construction for now. So any time I do build, it's going to speed it up. Our spy master, he can study technology. That's a good way of getting technology from places. You get places with a higher technological level. I'll go into that later. But a spy network, that's good in enemy territories. It increases your assassination chances, plot power increases, vicious rumors spread, and corruption uncovered. But I'm going to scheme, which basically increases the chance of discovering a plot. Plot uncovered is a 24% chance yearly. Thugs attack the spy master, vassal discouraged from joining a faction, and noble encouraged to join your faction. I'm going to send him here to my main place. And our court chaplain, who does actually like me, I can send him to convert religion. There's a chance heathens can attack him, get a heretic noble, that's never good. Improve religious relations. Now I can do that with my bishops, which is this person here. Even if this person is the bishop here, he'll improve relationships with himself, which is a bit silly. Or I can send him over to the Pope in Rome here. That's never a bad idea, but I imagine his opinion of me is quite low, so I'm going to send him here. More on that later. And you can also build zeal. Monthly piety plus 0.6 monthly. I might change that later. And zealots raise 10% chance every year. It's not a good thing. We're going to close this. We've got some alerts up here. We have no heir to our dynasty. We can't do anything about that now. Title loss and succession. Can't do anything about that now. Ruler unmarried. We can do something about that in a minute. We can pick an ambition. So we can choose an ambition. We can choose to amass wealth, become exalted among men, get married, and become King of Ireland. Well, I'm going to choose to get married because that's nice, quick and easy. Choose to get married, and now pick a character focus. We can choose to focus here. Now business will give us 2 stewardship and city vassal opinion, and then stewardship plus 3, learning plus 3, learning plus 3, vassal temple vassal opinion plus 20, and then family, diplomacy plus 2, fertility plus 25%, health plus 1. That's a very good one. Carousing, diplomacy plus 3, war plus 3 to martial, hunting plus 2 to martial and plus 1 to health. That is a very good one to get. Seduction, intrigue plus 2, fertility plus 25%, and sex appeal plus 10%, and intrigue plus 3. Well, I'm going to get hunting, I think. I'm going to choose hunting. Chief Jimbo travels to the realm, making friends and killing off God's creatures. We're going to choose this because it's going to give us extra health and more martial. So that's going to improve us when we're attacking people. That's also going to give us options and choices. Now our ruler's unmarried. We can click here to arrange a marriage. And these are the people that would marry us. Now, here's another thing I need to tell you about. The council adds their stats to us, basically. So for example, this person gives us 12. If I click on Jimbo, Jimbo only has 6. This is my personal diplomacy, and this is my state diplomacy, as you can see. State diplomacy affects things outside the realm, and personal diplomacy affects things inside the realm. So for example, if I go to my court and hover over Clumb, my personal diplomacy is plus 6. But if I go over here and check on his opinion, my state diplomacy plus 9. So on and so forth. So personal diplomacy and stewardship and stuff affects things inside the realm, and state diplomacy affects things outside the realm. I can choose a wife. Now military is my main focus, then probably diplomacy and stewardship. Got plenty in intrigue. So if I was to arrange people by martial skill, you can see all these people here would marry my king. This person holds claim to the Frankish title of West Francia. So she holds claims to all this blue over here. If I was to marry her and produce a child, and the child would probably, it's got a weak claim, that would need to be pressed in war. There's a lot to go over. I'm not going to go over everything, but none of these people I can marry have any genetic traits. I like to choose someone with genetic traits. These are people that would definitely marry me. But down here, find characters. If I search the realm, no, search all, sorry. Check for women who are not in prison, not married, can be a ruler, my religion group, my culture group, doesn't necessarily have to be an adult, could be getting close to adulthood. And now I can check along here and check for genetic traits. which I might want to bring in. Now, because of these genetic traits, genius and strong, there's a chance my children can inherit those genetic traits. And having more genetic traits in the family will increase the chance that they'll be passed on to the children. I can't see anybody with genetic traits in the area, so my religion, my culture, let's check now. Any genetic traits? I can't really see any. Okay, let's try any religion, any culture group. See, now there's loads of people, but most of these will be too far away. For example, you are probably miles away. If I right click and go to location, you're in the middle of here. Imagine that's too far away. That's probably West Russia. Arranged marriage. Too distant to interact with. You see, she has a genius trait, so that would be very nice. Diplomacy. Lappish from Lapland, I imagine. Way over there. Too far away to interact with. Right, you. Too far away. You're going to be too far away, aren't you? Architect. That's pretty good. Most of these people are too far away, which is unfortunate. Tried you before. So, what I'm going to need to do then is check people that would definitely marry me, because there's always a chance they can refuse as well. Now, a thing which I'm mostly interested in, I think, is improving my martial ability, state martial ability. But you, all these are too young. You're ambitious. Preferably I'd like someone the same age. They're not very good, actually. Okay, we're going to search my cultural group and my religion group. Martial. You are charitable. Wrath. You are a intricate web weaver. Weaver, not weaver. Diplomacy. You are kind, content, paranoid, and deceitful. You are 16. You don't have much martial skill, but I think the amount we have won't be much of a problem. That would definitely improve our wife, once we're married, will add half her stats to my ruler. You're not bad, actually, here. You're diligent. Stewardship. That's not bad, because that would increase fertility by 15%. And she's also lustful. Increase fertility by 20%. So this woman would chuck out lots of babies. I'm thinking of getting this person. She is Irish. She is a courtier at the moment. But I'm going to arrange a marriage of her. This basically finds all the people in the game, whereas arranged marriages with most eligible people, it won't find courtiers. It'll be, you know, daughters of kings or dukes or other earls and so on and so forth. You would be good. Only 16. You're ambitious, proud, cruel, diligent. I want someone who's good at teaching stewardship, I think. I'm going to be good at martial. I want someone who's good at teaching stewardship. So she's already got a quite high opinion of me. So yes, I'm going to try and arrange a marriage with this woman here. With myself. We propose that Chief Jimbo and Luthran get married. As a Chief Jimbo would gain 0 prestige from marrying into House Lowborn. And minus 100 for marrying a courtier. Well, I'm going to do this because she is going to be good for us in the long run. So we're going to send that request off. I'm just thinking, is there anything else I need to show off? Here's our council. We've showed them off. We've got our laws. Tribal organization. Unreformed pagan tribal vassal opinion. I mean, at the moment, this is just as I am at the moment. If I get low, chiefs will have limited power over their vassals. Revocation of titles allows. Enables low centralization laws for dukes and above. Unreformed pagan tribe vassal opinion -5. And things are allowed. More things are allowed. And more things like that. This is what we want to get to. Because this allowed us to adopt feudalism, which will be like kingdoms like in England and the rest of Europe. We are a tribe at the moment. And then we can increase the amount of levies we get. Legalism needs to be at least level 7 for that. I need high tribal organization for that one. And we can change the taxation for our vassals. We currently have none at the moment. And then city levies and city taxation we can change. And church levies and taxation as well, but that will change their opinion of us. We have technology. We're currently not doing any because we're only a small chiefdom. We need to become a duchy, I believe, to do research. We have the military screen. We currently have 428 units of 624. That's not a bad number, actually. We also get retinues, which we can order later. More on that later, and we can do that. We can't raise any from our vassals because they have a negative opinion of us. And fleet levies, none. Let's go back to my army levies. It's the main one. We have vassals. This person here is giving me 0 out of 147 because he has a negative opinion of us. Quite a bad negative opinion, actually. I need to improve some of my stats soon. Then we have mercenaries, which we can hire in. They are good for quick bursts, or if we can maintain them. They do cost a lot of money. As you can see, this one will cost us 738 a month, and our income over here, or it hasn't actually even calculated it yet. And then holy orders, which is used against infidels, basically. Here we have our wealth. This is our money we can spend. Here is prestige. This is basically our score and how famous we are, which we can also spend. Here is our piety. This is how holy and religious we are. We can also spend this. The immense size. We can currently control 5 territories. And there are 2 places. We have the Bishop of Cluain, and we have a tribe here and a bishopric or a temple here. It's not as good as it normally is. Normally it has a city as well, but we can build one of them later, and our score is currently 0. We have our intrigue screen. We can choose plots. We can raise a tribal army, but we need to meet conditions for these as well. We need to be at war and have a prestige of at least 500. Found a merchant republic. There are the conditions. Adopt feudalism. For example, we need government tribal, which we have. Have a stone hill fort in the capital, in Dunseed. And primary title has the law absolute tribal organization, not an unreformed pagan. Okay, and then found the Holy Roman Empire. That hasn't even been done yet. But I need to be many things. I can't even do that actually because I'm too far away. Unless I conquer it, which would be good. We can invite holy men to court, invite nobles to court, present debutante. These ones will bring people into our court. It costs a little bit of money. Actually, we can invite loads of these because it doesn't cost anything at the moment. This will cost us piety. Hold a feast, which will invite all our people underneath us, our vassals and our mayors in control of cities and bishops in control of bishoprics to the party. Hopefully improve relationships with them. Summer fair, we'll hold a summer fair. And there are chance events can happen. Increase our prestige monthly. Go on a grand hunt. These can also set off events as well, which we can improve. We can borrow 300 money from Jewish merchants. We can buy indulgence for our sins. Now, if we borrowed 300 money, we would lose temple vassal opinion by -10, and considering my bishop hates me by -75 at the moment, that would not be a good idea. By indulgence for my sins, the Holy Father will hear our plea for salvation and expel the jury. So we can borrow the money and then kick them out and get more money, but we'll have a permanent hit of -2 to our diplomacy. And I might do that. If there was a need for it, I might do that, because -2 hit to my chief, who's going to be concentrating on conquering Ireland for now. He doesn't really need to worry about that. He's more concerned on martial. Then we have factions. We have no current factions in our kingdom, and more on that later. And then we have religion. The Catholic faith. Here is our head of the Catholic faith. College of Cardinals. So these are the people in line to become the next pope. People get voted in. I can get my own person. This person has a score of 39. This person has a score of... maybe it hasn't been calculated yet. But yes, that is the religion. Here is one of my bishops. He likes the Pope by 46, and he hates me by -75. So all his troops and all his money, which he is getting, tax-wise, will be going to the Pope instead of me. So the Pope over in Rome, I'm going to click on him. What's his income? Wealth, monthly balance, plus 14.5. Mine hasn't even been calculated yet. But he's going to get a lot of money very, very quickly. Anyway, I think that's a good little introduction. We've covered the basics, I think. We can't do trade because we're not a merchant republic, unfortunately. I'm going to build up my troops, and I want to check how many troops these guys have. 350 and a garrison of 250, and you have 504 and a garrison of 254. So I'm thinking of raiding targets, because I'm going to want to raid people and build up some money, so then I can build up my area here. But that's going to be next time, guys, for part 2. I'll see you then.